new one.
Touch right off.
Get the new one. Comes with me. That's sick, dude. What's the dial for?
So, I'm filming right now. If I want to just pan up.
Hang on. Well, what the fuck? I need one of these in
And
my
then-
life.
And say you wanted to do like one of this, so you go like this and you go across. Oh wait, hang on. I need to readjust. There we go. Ready?
Can you do it slower?
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Cam here from Dry Performance Parts, and today we are doing another part for the cage install. I think this is number 3 now from memory. So just to give you guys a bit of an update, we have now fitted it into the back of the car. It's not bolted in whatsoever, it's just sitting there. We had to get the rear supports modified, as you can see here, to try and fit. So the Evo it came out of was not was completely stripped and didn't fit. Shut up! I'm filming here, buddy! Hey, listen! Hey! Anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. Fuck. Nick is up there at the moment getting the hoist ready. We will give a full shop tour very soon. But at the moment, we are trying to get this working so that we can get the cars up and doing stuff, the good stuff. Anyway, so this is the cage. We are now today bolting in the bottom supports and the rear supports into here. We're going to get the side cushion custom upholstered so it goes through. And then we'll be setting up the harnesses and everything today as well, just to make sure it all fits. So it's coming together very slowly, and then it'll be off to paint first thing next week, just so we can get it done and sorted and back into the car, ready for hot import nights in December. So the car will be in hot import nights. We will be heading up on a 13th, I think it is, on a third. Are we leaving Thursday or Wednesday for hot import night? We're leaving Wednesday for hot import nights. We'll be up there till Tuesday or Monday, I can't remember. So if you're around, come say good day, come see the car, it'll be on display. Hopefully the cage will be done by then as well. Nick's struggling with the hoist. But yeah, so that's what we'll be doing today and trying to get that done and sorted, ready for December. Okay, so I have marked all here with a black texture just to mark it and get ready for drilling, and then we'll drill the set stays in and get those bolted in. You just want camera time, don't you, buddy? You just want to be all the attention on you. Oh, 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 oh. Shit. Alright, well we're committed now. I've got holes in my car. You sure you wanted a cage, yeah?
What were you expecting of putting holes in your car when you're using a drill?
Nick, shut up. I'm just waiting. The boys have rushed out to Bunnings to get me one. I've been there three times already today, so I'm kind of overgoing. But that's what we're waiting on now. What I'm going to, whilst I'm waiting for them, is actually drill the hole here, because basically they had or 2 points actually bolted together here. Now they're well and truly rusted away and seized up, so we're not going to be able to get them out. So what we're doing now is we've just got an inner sleeve that slides in here, and then we're going to be putting a single bolt through. Like I said, it's not going to be CAMS approved with this setup, so we're not really needing to go through scrutineering or anything, so that will be fine. So we're going to have a 10mm bolt go right through. So I'm going to actually drill the hole out of that outer sleeve now, and then drill the the inner sleeve here, and then I'll be drilling a 10mm bolt through here, corresponding with that hole. So then we just send a bolt through, tighten it up, and then that will be at least the frame supports, the rear supports all bolted in and settled. As soon as those threads are in, we can bolt that in, and basically then what we have to do is do the 3 into the floor, which I haven't decided. I haven't seen if it's the rails yet or not, so we may be sandwiching a plate between on the bottom of underneath the car and the top, but I need to double check on that. If not, worst case scenario, like I said, we just have threads in there and we bolt it in, so we'll make it work. So it's starting to get there now, which is exciting to see, because obviously it's been a fair while, but cannot wait to see this all painted and set up, because it's going to be mint. So now what we're doing is we're just drilling in a hole here to run the center bolt through, that will connect the support to the main cage. It's not the most strongest way of doing it, but it's a way that will work for us. We don't have to be CAMS approved or anything, so it doesn't really matter. But that's what we're doing now, is drilling out the stainless. So I've finally finished getting all the riv nuts in. I've bolted in the stem here. I've got 3 bolts here, which is all that came with this rear support part here. So that's all in. That side is in. Unfortunately, we can only get 2 in just from the angle that we've got it at the moment. Focus here. So yeah, there's 2 in there, so that'll be more than enough to hold these rear supports. Like I said, it doesn't have to be CAMS approved or anything. And then all that's left now is a single bolt here to hold the sleeves together, and then bolt the floor in, and then we are all pretty much settled. So I realised I've made a minor mistake. Basically I've come into doing the floor pan bolts. So we're riv nutting those in as well, because basically where the bottom plate of the cage sits onto the floor, it goes into the rail on the underside of the car, so we can't actually sandwich a plate there. So I don't really know how they originally did it from the tracked EVA that it came out of, but basically for us we're going to just riv nut it. But I've realised after cutting away some of the carpet that there's a bit of a gap between, I don't know if you can see that with the lighting and stuff, but there's actually a bit of a gap in there where the floor pan actually goes down further than the floor. So obviously there's going to be a gap where the underlay will be for the carpet. I realized that, but I didn't actually think it was going to be this deep. So right here where the cage is actually going to sit, there's actually a big indentation randomly approached up here, which is only about 5mm below the carpet to allow for the underlay, whereas this is 35mm. So now I'm going to have to make a wedge or something to fill it that the cage can still sit flat on safely, and that won't crumble under the pressure we're going to be putting down when we bolt it down. So I'm thinking a bit of timber there, like a timber wedge, where one side will be 30mm, the other height will be 35, because that's actually how it is. It's a bit of the slope, so we're going to have to work with that, but hopefully we can get that done ASAP, because that's all we're waiting on now. So basically the cage is all done except for the floor. So as soon as the floor is bolted down, we're good to go. It'll be sent off to paint hopefully this week, if I can get this done ASAP. So supports are done, all the riv nuts are all set up and ready to go. Just the floor, then paint. Already spoken to the powder coater, he's ready for it. They just sent off to get blasted, and then they'll be painting it don't have a said, but I'm going to keep it a secret for now. Unless I've already said it, then you already know. But yeah, we're going to be getting it done painted, and then with a clear over it as well, with a bit of a fleck to it. So that'll be something else that'll be adding some contrast, which will be neat. So now we're going to be taking out the sun visor here, the center light console here, just so we can paint all this black, and the passenger sun visor, as well as the handles as well. So like I said, my A pillars are already carbon. The B and C pillars need to be painted black because they're that grey-white colour. So I've already taken out the C pillars. I'm going to do all the front half now, and the middle half, which will be the B pillars and the centre light, I'm going to wait till the cage is out, because at the moment the cage is taking up all of the room to do that. So we're going to leave that to last. Okay, so I've started spraying this now. So this is how the original colour is. You can see the first kind of coat I've done there. This is one coat down, so instantly you can see the difference in obviously colour. But what we're using at the moment is just some Dupli-Color interior vinyl and fabric paint. It's perfect for this kind of stuff. It's easier to do. It's super easy to handle, and it's pretty quick to dry. So this is going to need another 2 or 3 coats at least to just make sure all grey and white's covered. But now we're getting cracking on this. So just make sure you prep everything, give it a good clean, and ready for the actual coat of paint that you're putting on it. Okay, so I apologize for the dark scenes. We currently have no power here at the factory for we have no idea what reason, but we're trying to work through. I pretty much finished the cage on the right side. It's all done. All that's left is the left hand side. I'll show you what I've done. So we're working with the trusty Ryobi here, but the floor is now being bolted in. So we've actually gone straight through and put a plate underneath and bolted it in that way. I couldn't actually get any riv nuts into the floor in the end, so we've just done a normal bolt. I've got the bolt through here, through the sleeve part here, so now it's properly in. So it's coming up looking really, really good, really, really clean. And obviously we've still got the riv nuts in there as well to hold the support in. So that's all that side of things sorted. So all that's left now to do is the left hand side. Like I said, the right side's been done. It's just the left hand side. I need to do three bolts into the floor. We'll plate that up again and pin it in, and then we have to, actually that's it. That's all I have to do. So it's just 3 more bolts and then we're done. Finally, this is day 4 of part 3. Like, it's been such a big long process, and now I've got no power, so I'm just working with the Ryobi torch in the car. So hopefully we can get it done today. Basically, if I can get it done today, then I'll be ripping out tomorrow. We'll be starting to sand everything back and get it ready for paint. Alright, so we have finally finished. Everything is bolted in, as far as I'm aware of. We've got, like I said, we've got riv nuts in for the supports, and we've got plates on the floor. So basically it's sandwiched between the bed of the car. So basically everything is now, as far as I'm aware of, done. Everything is done. It's all bolted in, it's all firm. Everything's just kind of sitting at the moment. Nothing's really done up super tight, but it's just enough so that I can make sure it all fits and works. I've got the nuts going through the floor. I've used some timber blocks and some spacers to fill in the gap between the floor pan, how it divots down. So that's all now clamped down properly with a plate on the bottom. Same with both sides here and here. And then same riv nut for the last support there. And then I've got a single high tensile bolt for the inner sleeve and outer sleeve to connect those two together. So everything is in. So this video went for like at least 6-7 days. It was just a brief kind of catch up with the car, a brief kind of catch up with the cage. It was just something that I wanted to do. I felt like we hadn't done a video for a while, and I wanted to update you guys with how the cage is coming along. So the cage is pretty much done now, like I said, just gonna go in for paint now. I have created a little paint booth here. I don't know if I'm gonna spray that myself. I have done spray painting before, but this might be a little bit out of my turn, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, I've set up a spray booth here for the headlights that have been retrofitting. I might as well give you guys a bit of a peek here. So this is a heap of sets that we've got currently going on. So these are all Evo X MR projector depot headlights that I've been splitting apart and painting black and doing a heap of Angel Eye installs. The Angel Eyes are just over here. So we just received them today. So these are 80mm. Like I said, we've got a heap of videos on how to do this already if you want to try and DIY, which I really encourage you to do. It's not super difficult. It is a little bit fiddly, but it's not too bad. I feel like if you've got any kind of hands-on knowledge with this kind of stuff, you'll find it a bit, it's more scary in your head thinking about it than actually doing it. So, but yeah, so that's what I've been really busy doing. That's why the cage is taking so long, because I've been doing that as well as orders and all that as well. So the new factory has come along really, really well. We're going to do a whole intro video on that very, very soon, as well as maybe an event or a meetup or just a car event that we want to do, like a bit of a car meet as well. So if you're in the Victorian area of Australia, keep an eye on our Facebook and Instagram, because we'd like to do that sometime soon. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's click subscribe if you do like it and enjoy this video, so you can see our future uploads. I'm trying to do a little bit more now that we're in our own space with our own area. We can start to get some really creative content out there. But yeah, until the next time, thank you very much for watching. I'm Cam from Dry Performance, and I will see you in the next one.